so eager to. I was so interested in seeing what him and Quinn Ewers do this time of year. There's been so much hype.
We should have a pretty dangerous running back in Blake Corum.
Maryland's got Talia Tagovailoa.
Yeah.
A little too backyard football.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy, Sean Spencer, one half of that dynamic duo that is Let's Talk Football. And it is Saturday, folks, Saturday morning, and we are back. We are back. Week 2 of college football is here. So if I'm talking college football, you know who's right next to me. My guy, Michigan's finest, Alex Loosemore. What up, Alex?
Not too much, man. Always excited to talk college football. Massive game for the Wolverines today. I cannot wait for that. Of course, as I say that, it's the late kickoff tonight, so you got to stay here all day waiting for that. So that's great. But yeah, football's back. Big time football is back.
Absolutely. Football is back for a number of teams. And for us, we're still trying to figure it out. Some things have been done in-house. Hopefully Jordan's not coming on the field, but we too have to wait until the late game at 7 p.m. And I'm going to tell you, with as much as everybody has talked about us in the media, every meme, every joke is about our coach and his young girlfriend. Let's just get on the field and get a dub. Let's just get out of here with a dub. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Let's Talk College Football. Might have a couple other guests hop in here to say their piece, but we definitely wanted to come at you pre-game before all of the good stuff, all the action. A lot of great games will be going down today. My man alluded to his game. Yo, shout out to Misa Dor, said let's talk real college football. How about them Noles? What's up, gentlemen? We gotta
I was like, they got a few big games coming up. They got an easy one today, so
we got a segment for you a little bit later that I think you're gonna like, Misador, that's gonna touch on that very topic called "Show Me Something," because we need to see if last week's for real or if this week's gonna be for real. So we're gonna definitely dive into that. Before we get into those games, got to go back to last night. Last night there was 4 games on. I believe Maryland played, NIU. Who was it? JMU played Louisville,
Western Illinois, Northwestern, and Boise State, East Washington.
Oh yeah, and a couple of those games were absolute blowouts. I happened to go. What's going on, Zagnif? Saying good morning. What up? Yeah. I happened to go to the Maryland game. Shout out to my guys, Cameron Crump and our buddy Nathan Snell. And we ended up getting the win, 20-9. There was times where it was kind of suspect out there. You know, it was 10-3 at the half. They really didn't have much of a passing game as far as NIU is concerned. So a lot of my attention was just on Malik Washington. I wanted to see what this guy did. I talked to you before the show that it kind of seemed like similar to what they did with Arch as with the conservative play calling. They kind of did that with Washington. Coach Loxley said they really tried to establish the run game, and you saw that. But there's certain times where you kind of want to see, you got this guy, this great quarterback. You want to see him air it out a little bit, especially if you're live, especially with the crowd that we had. The student section was wild. But it was still a good game. Ended up getting it done 20-9, and took a little video right before the fourth quarter. Check this out.
This opportunity right now, nothing else matters.
Come on.
Do you believe in your effort, your preparation? Then own this moment. Do you believe in each other? Then everyone
love that.
Yes, that was beautiful. Still, I got hairs coming up on my arm right now, goosebumps. I mean, it was there's nothing like college football on a Friday or a Saturday, and just the atmosphere, the people. I'm high-fiving old people. I'm high-fiving parents. You know what I mean? At one point, there was a little smell in the air, if you catch my drift. And the dad, there was a couple of the parents with their two kids behind me, and the dad was like, somebody's doing something in here. And I turned around, I was like, yeah, sir, I thought it was you. And he said, you know, my wife wouldn't let me do that. And I just gave him a high five. I said, yeah, I get you. So definitely a great game. Glad they were able to get the W. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see some of the other games, but we were all in the stadium since JMU so close. We were focusing on that one. JMU unfortunately came up short. It was funny in the stadium when it was tied 14-14. A lot of people were like, "Oh snap! Okay,
Yeah.
JMU, they're holding with them." But Louisville pulled away late. What did you think of that Louisville JMU game?
Yeah, I mean, it kind of showed me what I think I already know about both teams. That JMU, going before I did the full bracket, they were my group of 5 playoff bid. So to me, this kind of certifies that JMU is one of those legit teams. Can go toe to toe with some pretty damn good Power 4 teams. And then at the same time, it was Louisville kind of finally woke up. Like it was Isaac Brown with that massive run late was just kind of the dagger, because it was 21-14. Louisville scored like early fourth quarter. And then for about 10 minutes, it was just sitting there with that one score. And it was like, is JMU going to be able to tie it? Are they going to be able to do it? And then that long run was just, it broke their back. So good win for Louisville. I think it's going to be one that looks good on the resume later on, just because I think JMU is going to be very good. And props to JMU for hanging in tight against a good team on the road.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And the name of the game today, or in that game, was the penalties. You know, JMU had 12 penalties for almost 100 yards in that game. And you got to be disciplined when you're playing a team like Louisville. But here's a question I asked you before. What does this do? Obviously, we know JMU is one of those teams that we think about for the Power 4 that could potentially run the table. Obviously, now this is a loss for them against a Louisville team that we're all fairly high on. If they run the table, JMU, are they still in consideration? I know they'll need help from other places, but Boise lost. You know what I mean? Army, Navy. We'll see with that. What are your thoughts about that?
I think it's an interesting one, because you got to think that if they run the table, especially in their conference that JMU will be in, then you're still competing with, say, UNLV, potentially Boise State, whoever wins the Mountain West out there, and then probably Navy in the American there. So there's a few teams gunning for that group of 5 auto bid there. So it's going to be it's already a fun little race to watch for there for people like us, but general football fans, is going to be a lot more interesting to watch as we hit November.
Oh yeah, because some of these teams, they can come shock the world, and I'm eager to see. Obviously, we have hold JMU, we hold a special place in our heart. For some of us, it's because we were the train tracks and they were the train, but that's neither here nor there. All right. But moving on, there were 2 other games that played that last night, and they were both blowouts. I believe who was it? Northwestern put 42 up on Western Illinois and beat them 42-7, and then Boise State put up 51 on Eastern Washington, beating them 51-14. On one side, I look at both of these teams who combined scored 10 points the week before, and I say, big bounce back game. But then on the other side, I think I was talking to Anthony before the show, and he kept telling me Northwestern, you see what Northwestern's doing? And the question that I asked him was, is this the real Northwestern?
Yeah.
No, they lost 23-3 to Tulane. Now Tulane had some motivation. Obviously, they wanted to wear the Katrina white jerseys. Northwestern allowed them to do that. So they kind of took that, took advantage of that and definitely ran away. But I mean, and Western Illinois, we know, is not particularly on the level. So is this the real Northwestern, or is last week the real Northwestern?
It's tough to say, because they've got a lot of talent there. Like, Cam Porter's a very good running back. Preston Stone, the SMU transfer, is a solid quarterback. So those two pieces should be enough to help them win a few games this year. But at the same time, it's been such a slow like rebuild from the end of the Pat Fitzgerald era. They had the one good year with the loss of his guys, but now that Fitzgerald ain't recruiting anymore, now that he's not there at all, you kind of started to see it fall back down again. So I'd like to say this is the real Northwestern, but we got to see them play another legit team before I can really say that. And who do they play next week? That's a good test. They got Oregon next week.
And speaking of which, our guy just popped up here. So we got to bring him on stage.
Yeah,
you know what
I'm
his name
saying that.
is.
No, there's no way that segued into me.
And see, I can't see that he's down there, that he just popped in. So that was literally just
happened. Look, it was perfect.
That's good. That's crazy.
Look at the Ducks. Look at the Ducks. My guy, Alex Schomburg.
Dante Moore jersey?
No, I will never get a Dante Moore jersey. This is Justin Herbert jersey.
Oh, man.
And Dante Moore, that dark horse Heisman winner this year, you might want to.
Bro, they played who they play again? Delaware State, Montana State. I don't care. They played at nobody. They're like before the game. They're like, oh, they won the FBS championship last year. No one gives a fuck.
State, yeah.
No one gives a fuck.
Damn, came out here.
Hey, there's teams like that take out Power 5 teams every year. So,
see, the thing I don't get, and I'll also go on a quick rant, and then we can go back to where the whole topics and discussions. How is it that Dan Lanning let his balls hang and get Mackie Hughes to transfer to not even let him even make an impact on the game?
Yeah, you only like 2 carries or something. Like you didn't have that many touches.
And then everybody hyped up DeCorian Moore. Oh my God, he's the next coming of Christ. Really? I mean, really?
Hey, do you see that block he threw for that touchdown? He pancaked the guy in the freaking end zone. Yeah, you should be applauding that. You should be applauding a receiver blocking that far downfield and pancaking the guy.
Bro, Alec, you talk so much about Oregon. Sometimes I think you're a low-key Beaver fan. Like, are you an Oregon State guy, like, for real? Like, undercover?
No.
Because you dog your boys too much.
This is now, let's see, what's 2025 minus 2007?
18.
18 years of pain, Sean. See, granted, that's what I'd rather be in the position I am than my team playing on prime time and TCU dick kicking the fuck out of us.
Exactly. Thank you.
That shit
was terrible. Was absolutely terrible.
I just wish I could be there for your reaction, man. Like from the first drive, and then see the transition from the first drive to like the fourth. All I gotta say is, Gio Lopez look like George Lopez out there,
bruh.
You might want to go with the other quarterback.
Max is the guy.
Gio Lopez
We're going Max. We're going with Max. We can protect him.
He is starting tonight?
Yeah.
Nice.
We're going
do you know who his father is?
Oh yeah, Brad. Your former quarterback, our former quarterback. Yeah. He was the quarterback. No, he was the quarterback that got Washington to one of their 2 playoffs in that long drought that we had. He got us to the playoffs in '99, as a matter of fact. Where, if I'm not mistaken, I think we played the Bucks and we lost to you 14-13 in the divisional, and then you guys played the Rams, and that was the whole Burt Emanuel catch or non-catch or whatever. So,
I have one more question for Alex, and then we can go to topics. It's not shit. It's not shit talking. I promise you, it's not shit talking. No trash talk involved. I don't trash talk Alex because I know if you trash talk Alex, that man will come back with an encyclopedia full of shit. So I will never do that. I've learned my lesson plenty of times. That's why when we beat Michigan, I didn't talk shit. I couldn't do it. I talk shit to their Michigan fans, not Alex. I can't do it. He will hold that shit to the grave.
Yeah. Bring that up years later.
It could be 20 years later. He'll bring it up.
Just drop
Remember
the screenshot.
I do have one question. Is the player that did the helmet-to-helmet hit playing today for Michigan?
in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. It's only the first half suspension.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
He's
which
the
is stupid. It is so stupid.
Mm-hmm. Which, hey, that's a great segue, Alex, because we're going into it. Games to watch for today. Alex, I'll come to you first because you have the blockbuster game that everybody's going to keep their eyes on, Michigan and Oklahoma. So talk to us about that. And what other games are you checking out today?
Yeah, so this is the one reason why I'm glad we play later is because there's a lot of games I'm excited about earlier this morning. Morning for me, afternoon for you guys. But for me, Illinois Duke, a big one. The Cyhawk game is always fun. Baylor SMU. And then my last one I would throw in is an underrated UConn team going to play Syracuse.
Ooh.
I think that game's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, because if I'm not mistaken, UConn got the win last week, and obviously Syracuse lost to Tennessee. I was looking at that one. I like that. Alec, what games are you checking out today?
Oh, I'm looking forward to the San Jose Texas game. Only from a perspective of Arch Manning, not him. Dude's trash.
Oh my god!
Like I don't. It's like why look at it from a.
Did Arch Manning transfer to Oregon, or am I missing something here? Like what?
Next year.
Either way, granted, it was in Ohio State, first true road game
in the shoe,
but it's just
against NFL defensive concepts. Like the dude's fine.
Come on.
But I definitely want to see how he responds to that performance last Saturday. I like the Illinois Duke game because I feel like everybody's taking Duke to win this, all because
not me.
I don't know why they're taking Duke to win this. I definitely think Illinois wins by 7. And the sleeper game, I definitely want to see that Ole Miss Kentucky game.
That's the one. Yep. Kentucky got that upset a year ago and it kind of derailed Ole Miss's season. That's the game I really want.
No OK State Oregon?
Yeah, right?
That one is this phone on Do Not Disturb, hide from everybody. And every time Dante Moore airs it out, I got to pray they don't pick it off.
Oh,
even though everybody told me
you're going to win by 40. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Everybody was like, oh, don't worry about Oklahoma State. I'm like, y'all the same people told me before the Ohio State game. Oh, don't worry about Ohio State. Y'all go wax them.
Ryan Day didn't talk trash all week.
Exactly.
Dundee did.
How do you feel about
the last time a coach talked trash about Oregon? They beat the brakes off Colorado.
This all results back to Michigan. If y'all didn't dick kick them in the last week, they wouldn't be out for blood against us and put all their anger on you guys on us. That shit was no remorse.
Hey, we still got our win. I'm not sorry.
Got the dub. That is the game. I don't know, Alec. I'm really looking at that game. A lot of it because of Gundy and how much crap he was talking and everything. Because I don't believe in the team that OK State has, especially not coming up against you guys. And I know you're
going to put 60 up.
Right. I know you're not high on Moore, which I still do not understand. But I do think
I like our backup quarterback.
Oh my god!
Who was your backup?
Are you ready for it?
Yes.
I'm a butcher the fuck out of the name. I promise you. I butchered the name like plenty of times this off season. Oh my gosh, Austin Novosad.
Yeah, Novosad. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so ready for him. Whenever Dante Moore decides to go to the CFL.
2 more years and Dante Moore's going to the NFL.
As a backup.
Not happening.
He's going to go to the Washington Commanders backup team.
Hey, he wants to win a championship. Come on home, baby. Come on home.
Hey, no. Win a championship, come home to the state of Michigan, where you were born and bred. Come put on that Honolulu blue.
We shall see. But hey, speaking of the state of Michigan, obviously old habits die hard. One of the games I'm really looking forward to: Michigan State, Boston College.
Yeah, that's gonna be a fun one.
Yeah. We have a segment coming up called "Show Me Something," and there's a lot of teams that I want to see. I really want to see what Michigan State can do. Second year with their coach, second year with their quarterback. Things didn't, started off decent last year, then kind of fell apart. Can they have a solid second year? And having this game in week 2, I think is huge for them. Let's see which team, and the same for Boston College.
It's a showing game for both.
Right. No more Tommy Castellanos. Who's taking the reins? How will they look this year? So that's a game that I have all circled. Sticking in the ACC, UVA and NC State. Now, normally UVA is not one of those teams that we look at, but UVA dogged their opponents last week. So they're a sleepy, solid team. And I want to see if they can continue what they did a week ago against a very good NC State team, an NC State team that maybe top half of the ACC. If they can pull it together, I'm very excited to kind of look at that one. A game that you and I talked about, Alex, the border war, Kansas, Missouri. I mean, this rivalry goes back to the Civil War, the literal Civil War. I mean, these guys hate each other.
Yeah.
And we're back. Kansas, you already know with Jalen Daniels, everybody is kind of looking at him to see can he step his game up. But back to the border war, you have Kansas, the Jayhawkers, which was, I believe, the Confederates trying to come and take the land. And then you had the Tigers of Mizzou, who Tigers were the Union, trying to stop them, trying to protect the area. So it goes all the way back to 1865 with this rivalry. And it's so funny. We all know North Carolina Duke. We all know Ohio State, Michigan. We all know, UCLA, USC, all these major rivalries. But some of these low-key rivalries, some of these that are ingrained in the history of the states is beautiful. And this one, these teams hate each other. And this one is the one I want to see. Hopefully, you don't get too chippy, but I want to see what that looks like today.
That's the big reason why I hated Missouri leaving the Big 12, was that we lost a rivalry game like that. The same reason that I was mad that Oklahoma left for the SEC. Bedlam. A game that was so fun every year, even though the teams weren't always here. Sometimes Oklahoma was way better, and it was always still a great game.
Yep. I love Bedlam. What'd you say, Alec?
I do have one game it's from like head coaching position. Because that's the side of things. The VT and Vandy game.
Yeah.
Because one, Diego Pavia thinks he's the second coming of Christ. Like his interviews, dude thinks he's
that dude. He is that dude.
Oh yeah.
But I think with Brent Pryde's job on the line, because they're looking like he has the highest the highest odds to get fired mid-season. I feel like after the performance last week, even though Lenore Sellers, they was hyping him up all offseason, that game should have been a little bit closer if VT didn't have that little sticker the first quarter.
Yeah.
But I feel like this game, if Brent Pryde doesn't get his guys to get going, that season's gonna get hotter and hotter.
Yeah.
And Drone's got to prove it.
Yeah, that's the question mark. The offense. Can the offense get it done? Because, like you said, that game should have been closer against South Carolina. And the defense, they did the best they could. But if your offense isn't helping you out, I mean, what can you do? So no, I love that one. Anyone else? Any other games you looking at, Alec?
Oh, that's about it. Just gonna pray at 3:30.
For another win, you're gonna pray the game's not blown out in the first quarter.
Yeah, pray
like
that
I
it's
said,
an interesting game to watch, because that game's over by the halfway through the second quarter.
Like I said 2 weeks ago, week 4, even though we're not gonna beat Penn State, I gotta see how he is in those kind of environments. If Dante Moore, granted, we're not gonna beat Penn State. I already know we're gonna lose by 10, but if he manages the game well, Penn State's the one game to prove it, if he can actually be the real deal. Because the reason why I bash my team is every year, every offseason, They'll be like, "Oh, Oregon's gonna be is the top five contention. Oh, we're gonna go there win a national championship." Everybody and their fucking mother picks them in like the top 5. They go all the way just to kick me while I'm down in the playoffs every time. So that's why.
Yeah, but only one team can win out of 136 every year.
It's just how they play when the games are on that when that game's on that line.
Even beyond that, all right. Even beyond that, playoff. What's a playoff? We don't even know what a daggone playoff is, much less an ACC title game. So,
I mean, granted, we were in the Pac. Granted, if you guys were in the Pac-12, you guys would be winning it every single year.
I don't.
There wasn't much competition in the Pac-12. There's like maybe like 3 teams.
And yet
that
you guys
last year was solid.
Yeah. Like,
your first year, you were in the Big Ten, Alex. Come on, man.
Yeah. What are we talking about here?
I mean, who did we really play the Big Ten?
Right.
The Ohio State game was it? If I can go over that schedule, we should have had 1 loss on that schedule. If Ohio State's quarterback actually knew where where the clock was at, how much time was left, it would have been completely different. We got lucky as fuck with that game.
Your coach, that was a great call. Your coach knew the penalty, knew how to play.
Your coach knew the rule book like the back of his hand and took advantage.
Why are we having to fight you on your own team, Alex? Come on, man. They go undefeated again.
I was happier during the Bo Nix era. Actually, the Bo Nix. Even the the crazy part is, I was more happy. Like if I contrast seasons, I would rather have a Vernon Adams season than a Dante Moore season.
You want to talk about a CFL quarterback?
Hey, CFL quarterback, but
Alec, I'm gonna go back. We're gonna go back to the videotape because I guarantee at the beginning of Bo Nix' run, you were talking the same way about Bo, and then you fell in love with him.
Yeah.
Never gonna fall in love with Dante Moore. Never.
When he walks into the whiteout and beats Penn State.
Yeah, okay. I feel like you need to go to your job and get a drug test because
there's a reason you played the games. You never know that clock hits 0. Wow,
and Dante Moore throws a pick 6 in the game.
Okay. We gonna see. Speaking of what things could happen and might happen, I already know what you're gonna say, Alec. We're moving on to our. Oh man, there we go. And upset picks. For some reason, my computer's not working. Give me a second, people. Do I not have a fucking... Oh, my goodness. All right. We're going to our upset picks. While I try to figure this out, Alec, give me some of your upset picks.
My upset picks... Actually, I wrote this down. Wait a second. Give me 1 second.
Oklahoma State.
No. That's actually surprisingly not. It is...
That's right.
I feel like after last week, I feel like my upset pick would be Kentucky.
Oh, okay.
It was Kentucky. What was your one? Even though it's not really an upset because of like the ranking wise, I feel like it's gonna be Michigan.
Hey, Oklahoma's favored by 5.5. So,
like even though like the rankings are off.
We're 15. They're 18. Yeah.
But I still think that's because going into Norman is tough on its own.
Yeah.
But everybody was like, I guess I don't know if it's just like how the media portrayed it. Like they expected like Bryce Underwood to like hang like 70 on UNLV, the way they were expecting it. And there was like I'm not sure. Yeah, on the Lobos.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I said the wrong team. My bad. But I feel like this is the game. Bryce Underwood, Kansas let the noise. Like, if you think Shedeur Sanders was catching heat week 1, they were on Bryce Underwood's neck for no reason. Like, he got the team bus and went the wrong way, and they were trolling him saying, what's up with this dude? Like, they were just finding ways to just nitpick him for no reason.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a game that he proves that he's Michigan's future.
Oh, I love that. I love that. What? So I had to hop out. My bad. Which ones you said? Michigan. Who else did you say?
Kentucky.
Okay. Oh, I
Well,
like
Michigan
that.
is like it's not really an upset because of the rankings, but it's just they have.
If you look at the
Oklahoma.
betting, Michigan is quite the underdog today.
Mm-hmm. So we'll see. But you did. So to be clear, you did not pick OK State.
I did not pick OK State.
I was waiting for that.
I'm gonna just pray for a win. Just get in the corner with the Bible out and just pray. No miscues, no errors.
You're gonna pray that it's close to some degree, just because it's probably gonna be ugly.
Yeah.
I mean, if I could guess
Dante
the
Morris
score,
ran for 300 yards, 3 TDs, and
if I can guess the score, because right now the over is at 50 something. I don't know why they have Oregon at fucking.
themselves.
I don't know why they have Oregon have their team total at like 44.5. That's kind of high.
That's low for today.
But I would say score would be 48-13.
Oof.
48. Because I expect Oklahoma State to assert themselves early, and then Dan Lanning would make his adjustments like he normally does. But that usually doesn't happen until like the second half. So it could be like they could probably score like 17 in the first half against Oregon, but I feel like the second half is when they make the adjustments.
Okay.
Daytime,
52
because
to
Dan
10.
Lanning, he's like, if it's a team that's not ranked and they're not like within like a 20-point margin, he isn't like that for some odd reason. He is not like that.
Mm-hmm.
He wants them to
It's
stomp on
almost like
necks.
it's because Oregon's an elite football team, and that's why you shouldn't be.
Ugh. All right. Oh.
This one
Ben's
is
comment. Let's read Ben's comment.
yeah. This is a low key,
I thought about that
very
one.
interesting game. I don't trust Mississippi State enough, and I like Arizona State too much to pick Mississippi State. But this could definitely hit. Shout out to Ben Cornett in the comments. All right, Alex. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Alex, what do you have?
All right, so I got 3. Like I said, based on Vegas and the betting odds, Michigan is a 5.5 point underdog. I have Michigan winning the game tonight. I think our defense is probably top 5 in the country. We go 6 deep on the interior, 5-6 deep on the edge, and Bryce showed he's that dude. Not only him, Justice Haynes showed he's that dude. So to me, I think we run the ball. I think we control the clock, and look for Bryce to run a lot tonight. Look for him to show athleticism. I really like Michigan to win this game tonight. My other 2 here, I have Iowa to take Iowa State in the Cy-Hawk game. That game could go either way, very close.
Yeah.
Both really good defenses. But this is one that, for me, in the show me something thing, I thought about putting it. I'm going to just say it here. Gronowski. Mark Gronowski, the quarterback of Iowa. Show me something today. Take down State and help the Hawkeyes beat the Cyclones. My last one, Ohio. At home, underdog against West Virginia. Take care of business there. I like the Bobcats there.
Ooh, I like that.
Ended the first half, but we're 4 or 5 deep at that interior linebacker spot, and we kind of run a 4-2-5 essentially right now. So, I think we can hold down the fort till Barham gets back, and then he's going to play with his hair on fire.
Oh yeah, he's going to be ready. Ooh, I like those picks. Okay. Yeah, no, this was a hard week because I wanted to stay away from that game because I like Michigan in that, but everybody's kind of been on the other way. I've been like, back and forth. I don't trust OK State. I think Oregon's going to slaughter them. So in most of those other games, not worried about. You and I, Alex, talked about Florida versus South Florida. Yeah, that one I definitely have my eye on, but because since I had my Does That Make Me Crazy pick to have Florida win the SEC, kind of can't have them lose. Can't have them lose this early. But my ups,
especially that game being in the swamp. If it was at USF, I'd feel a little bit differently.
Yeah. But my upset picks today, the first one, UNLV over UCLA. Although UNLV seems to be playing well, and Nico Iamaleava didn't do much at UCLA. I think they got beat 43-10 against Utah last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got to figure it out, man. And I want to give my guy Deshaun Foster, the coach UCLA, the benefit of the doubt, but it's not looking good. He's got to get that roster up. He's got to figure something out. So I got UNLV getting that dub. UAB under head coach Trent Dilfer. I got them beating Navy in week 1, man. Let's see if they can pull that thing together. I'm interested just to follow. There's been an influx of ex-players that have been coaching, and that's going to be a little bit of a theme. I got another ex-player I'm going to talk about in a minute, but Trent Dilfer is one of those guys who's coached for a while before, and now he on this level. I want to see if he can how far he can go with that. Speaking of ex-players that were coaching, Bowling Green playing Cincinnati. I got Bowling Green with Eddie George at head coach. We've kind of known how Cincinnati is and back and forth. I think Bowling Green, they looked good a week ago. Mind you, the talent wasn't the same, but I want to see if they can get this. I think they can pull this one off today. And this one's for you, Alec. This one's for you, okay? Because we have daggone DoorDash driver coach, all right? Charlotte coming in here with the upset over North Carolina, and they're going to run Jordan and Bill Belichick out of town. And then I'm burning it all. And then I'm going to get some green so I could be an Oregon Duck. Quack, quack, baby.
Oh, my gosh. That's never going to happen.
At least with you guys have a shot every single year. We're always waiting for basketball season, okay? This might make me crazy, but I'm going to be honest. It is very hard for me to believe that they could completely turn everything around. What I saw last week wasn't as much that TCU outplayed us, outcoached us, outschemed us. It was that first play of the second half that you wanted to see, Alec, my reaction. First play of the second half, they take it 75 yards on a run. At that point, there was no effort. There was no energy. If you've played NCAA 26, it was on freshmen. So every block hit, and they just – I don't even think he got touched on that entire touchdown run, that 75-yard run. So it was embarrassing. So if they can't put that together, if they can't figure it out, I understand they're playing Charlotte, but Charlotte's got Connor Harrell. Charlotte's got our old safety that transferred over there. So they got some guys that are willing to kind of – they got a chip on their shoulder, got a bone to pick with us. So, look, I don't like to do this, but Alec, you're on the show, so I just want you to know you're not the only team. You're not the only fan that bashes their team. All right.
You're both crazy, okay?
Yo, would Hervey Davis be the interim? Listen, at this stage, I might be the interim. For God's sakes. Like, this one's going to get ugly.
Show me your NCAA resume. You'll be the next head coach.
I'm telling you.
Speaking of head coaches that might be fired, that Bama coach is also on the hot seat. That man took what Nick Saban built for the last, I don't know how many years, and just, like, I get it. I'm not going to, like, say that win was, like, lucky, because FSU showed it like every single drive that they deserved to get that win.
The energy,
yeah. But it's just how Alabama responded each time. It's just, if you talk about no effort, that team just like and Nick Saban's era, I've never just like how they are now. When the things those players do would not slide under Nick Saban era.
No,
they got these players doing TikToks in the locker room.
Exactly.
Wait, let that happen.
Alec, are you saying ULM is going to upset Bama today?
I'm not saying that. It's just that if they don't even if they don't steamroll this team, a lot of questions are going to be asked. Their head coach cannot win in the big moments. They had all this hype in with Brian Williams. He got hurt, granted, but it's just everything that Nick Saban built. That coach is single-handedly just getting a match and just lighting that shit on fire.
You know what? I'm feeling crazy today. Let's go ahead and do it. Alabama.
No, don't do it.
No.
You're going down.
Don't do it.
Louisiana Monroe is getting the upset. Does that make me crazy?
All right, I'm gonna go play with traffic real quick.
Crazy, insane.
Yeah, that's so bad. Yo,
honestly, you guys not realized. I forgot we're getting a border game today. I completely forgot about that. Missouri and Kansas.
In Kansas, yep.
That game's gonna be a good one.
Right on the money here.
Mm-hmm.
I think that DeBoer gets this year, partway into next year, and then for the 2027 season, your head coach is Dabo Swinney at Alabama.
This is how the mighty has fallen. It's crazy. And normally, I was like the main
video
one.
Game does it every year. Video game does it every year. DeBoer gets fired year one. Swinney comes and takes over.
Dabo goes right in there. Yep.
I'll say how for years I've prayed on Alabama's downfall. I prayed that they would get humbled, and I feel like I'm finally getting it.
Oh yeah.
And I will literally I will sit there with a smile on my face and watch that building burn.
No, and a lot of other people are right there with you. I know some Georgia boys that have that same sentiment. But listen,
we beat them 2 games in a row. I'm sitting there let's just keep it going.
Right. But listen, to that point, we got to move on, Alec, because you said it. Like you. Sometimes you got people that you prayed on Alabama's downfall. A lot of people prayed on this next person's downfall, Mr. Bill Belichick. They wanted him to lose in the NFL. So when he came to college, they wanted to see it some more. We got to go on to a new segment called Show Me Something. Oh, wait a minute. Ben said, biggest upset of the day, Adidas beat Nike uniform supplier for Penn State starting in 2026. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
It's not gonna. The only thing that's gonna change is that logo on the jersey for who the uniform supplier is. It better not change anything. You don't mess with the classics.
It's not broke, don't fix it. But look, we got
as long as they'll put fucking what's it called? The NBA's doing with their little
sponsors.
Yeah, sponsors. As long as they'll do sponsors, don't ruin that.
Have it like NASCAR, where it's just sponsor here. Sponsor
also,
here.
In the next 5 years.
Also, I have a small, tiny rant. This is going to be off topic. But why is it that Disney has to ruin everything?
Oh, my, yeah. Okay.
We had Red Zone. People bought Red Zone for the commercial free. People paid money for that. And you're snatching the commercial, the commercial free aspect out of it. I ain't trying to hear the Whopper commercial. Oh my, oh my gosh! It says no.
I mean, you're not losing any football because it's going side by side. So you're still getting 7 hours of constant football. It's not.
They got to pay their bills.
I want to hear Scott Hansen say live for 10 hours of commercial free football. And I know, yeah, we're here for some football. No. Commercial free, damn it.
Now instead of 7 hours of commercial free football, it's 7 hours of red zone football. He already said what the intro is going to be.
Yep. Yep.
They probably need a bathroom break in between.
We're going to complain about it for 2 weeks, and then it's going to be the norm. So, like...
It's what it always happens. Just like with the hip drop tackle, all the other stuff, it's always complained about, and then we'll go. But look, and maybe that's your start. Just show me something. Show me some TV without commercials. I love it. I'm all for it. You know what it is. I alluded to it. Bill, you got to show me something. I have no confidence in this team. They look absolutely atrocious. The only kind of inkling of hope I have is that there was a point early on where they looked like they had a lot of energy. Max Johnson coming in later on. If you give him time, he started off 9 of 10, was able to get a touchdown to his brother. It gave me a little bit of confidence, but at that point the score was 41-7. So how much of was them calling dogs off? So you gotta run the ball, gotta do it. This all falls under head coach Bill Belichick. You know, you brought in your staff, you brought in Lombardi to be the GM, you brought in all of these different pieces, and you stunk week 1. I need you to absolutely turn this thing around. And look, I'm not expecting you to go undefeated from this point, but I am expecting you to put a damn good product on the field, at least a decent product. Like I'm not trying to wear this stuff out. Like I almost wore my North Carolina hat to the Maryland game, but I didn't feel like getting laughed at. Okay. And that wasn't even by the Maryland fans. That would have been by the NIU fans. Like, oh, we can beat y'all. Like it just feels like rough. It feels rough to watch watch that game. Now, a lot of people can say, oh, you're overreacting. It's week 1. If you watch that game, ain't nobody overreacting. They did not look good at all. Period. So,
now, the
Bill
thing is that's a good TCU team.
Yeah.
You get a couple weeks here to get it right, and then your level competition comes back. So, you got a couple weeks here to get it right.
Let's hope so. Alex, what is your first show me something?
You talked about your team. I'm talking about mine. Bryce Underwood. You showed me a lot last week. I need you to show me a little more tonight. You showed that you can throw the ball better than a lot of the quarterbacks currently in college football can. You can make the throws a lot of them can't. The poise, the accuracy, the touch. Now I need to see the composure. You're going into a hostile environment. Norman's a tough place to play, one of the toughest places in all of college football to play. First road start, we saw how rough a few of those guys looked in their first road start last week. Go get the job done. Show me something tonight, Bryce.
Yep. I like that. Alec, show me something. What you got, man?
I'm going to take you to Kentucky, to Calzada. You mean to tell me that last week, let me pull up his stats against Toledo, which that game shouldn't have been that close at all.
Toledo's better than you think.
85 passing yards. 85 passing yards. You got to do more than that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying like 300, 400 yards, but you got to show me something better than that against Toledo.
Yeah.
Granted,
I like that.
Toledo's good, but there's no way.
That was basically every Michigan passing performance last year. So.
Yeah. Still beat Ohio State. Let's go.
And Alabama.
But that's a good point, though, Alec, because, Ole Miss is far better than Toledo. You know? So you gotta provide something better on offense.
Because everybody was like I get it. Like people say, oh, that team is good. But it's like, if you're in the SEC, you're going to face tougher matchups than that down the road.
Yeah, Toledo's a good
team.
And there's levels to college football.
And you're just like, there's like, once you get to those bigger matchups, there's very small room for error. And if you get complacent and think, oh yeah, we're good with what we have, you're gonna fuck around and get steamrolled by another team, and then you're really gonna start questioning everything.
Absolutely.
I feel like this is, I wouldn't say like the week 1 games for these quarterbacks should usually be like a confidence booster for some situations. Just like last year, we were Boise State's confident builder because they got close with us. But this would be the game I feel like he has to step up. I wish it was in Ole Miss because I would build the factor in more. Because the road performance will actually help you build better confidence. Because surprisingly, I actually want to see Kentucky revamp their program. Yeah, I want to see that program like ever since I'll even say Will Levis era. But it's like I want to see another team like call me selfish, but I want to see another team step up in the SEC.
Yep.
Like
I
seeing
like
the
that.
same teams every year over and over again, repeat out of SEC like Georgia, hopefully no more Bama, and Texas, all that. I want to see another
Almost like
team be
we've
like,
had
you
the
know
same
what?
argument for why the Big Ten's better than the SEC, but
I just want to see another team step up in that conference. I feel like if Kentucky makes the right adjustments, they can assert themselves somewhere in
they're
that
not far away.
conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying like number one in the nation. I'm not saying all that, but I'm saying like at least like change up the format here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, how close were they last year to beating? Was it last year or 2 years ago to beating Georgia? And they lose them like 13-12 or something like that.
I think it was last year.
Was that last year? Yeah, they played them tough, and that was with Vandergrift, Georgia's old quarterback, at the helm. But that defense shut down Georgia's offense. So, yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm definitely with you on that. And look, staying in kind of the SEC, although more SEC and Big Ten, because this is two players. I know one of them is hurt, and Ryan Williams, but my show me something. My second one, Ryan Williams, Jeremiah Smith. They combined for 11 catches last week for under 75 yards. If anybody that knows NCAA 26 and plays that game knows that those two guys are on the cover. We've all seen the accolades. These guys are 17 years old and tearing the tops off of defense last year. And this was just 1 week. But big name game, big time player, especially with Texas, Ohio State. I need to see Jeremiah Smith take the top off. They didn't need to, and it was still freshman quarterback X, Y, and Z. But if he's that dude, I need to see him be that dude. And the same with Ryan Williams. In a game like they played against Florida State, where things are not going your way, I would have let. Now, mind you, we all know he got the concussion, so he didn't finish the game. But in a game like that, I want to see you take over. I want to see you be that Heisman type player. So I need them to show me something going forward. This week it's only Jeremiah Smith, and obviously we know who they're playing in Grambling State, which I got a little funny thing about that a little bit later. But I gotta see him show up, and especially I want 6-7 catches, 2 touchdowns this week from Smith. I mean, you gotta ball out this week. Alex, what's your second one?
So I'm staying in the SEC as well, and on the other side of the matchup from Alex's first one there, I'm going Austin Simmons, the Ole Miss quarterback.
Yeah,
because this is the kind of game they lost it last year. This is the kind of game Ole Miss typically loses. They go hang with the big dogs, and then they lose a lot of these middle to lower tier conference games. I need Austin Simmons to show me that this is a different Ole Miss team. Go in there, same thing, first road start. Go get the job done. Another highly recruited kid, and go take out a team that you should hypothetically beat.
Ooh, I like that. Oh yeah, I'm definitely.
I do have an honorable mention though.
Yeah, what you got, Alec?
Cade Klubnik. Cade Klubnik. Everybody, I'm not seeing it from him. If you look at all his highlights, it says his decision making is not there. I don't know why he was like top 4 in Heisman favorite. Like I'm grants by the program.
Clemson's expected to be one of the best teams in football this year. That's why.
And it's just like when the game is on the line, his decision making is just not there. And why, like I said, why I bring about confidence builders, I feel like Troy would be the game where he can fix all that. Because you tell me on the game on the line, 4th down in the red zone, you throw that hospital ball in the end zone and just say, "Fuck it, I don't care. Fuck this game." Like 0 decision making in that last play. You're in the you're playing as LSU, and that's what you put up in the red zone. Like you got.
Did you watch that game?
I mean, granted, it was a defensive game. I get that, but it's like if you want to assert yourself in that top Heisman spot, those are the games you're supposed to show out when it met like. The whole game, like you can throw the whole game out the way. It was that play right there that could have said, you know what, this is. So there's not many moments in your college career that you're gonna have that with a 4th down and that's what you put up.
That's true.
You can play as the top defenses, but if you would have scored there, the rest of the game wouldn't matter. They would have focused on that one play.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Now history shows us that when they lost, I think the opening week last year, they came in that second week and just dusted the next opponent. They just destroyed them. So, you know, obviously we know who they're playing, Troy. So we'll see what happens there. For me, I alluded to this game earlier. Ohio State and Grambling. No, I'm not going to say Grambling needs to show me something. Yes, Jeremiah Smith. Yes, I definitely said he needs to show me something. But it was funny when the coach was asked, Grambling's head coach, Mickey Cooley, was asked, you saw, they said these are the game, Texas, Ohio State gets to win 14-7. Kind of what are you expecting? What are you expecting to see? And this was his response.
Ohio State beat Texas 14-7. I mean, just what's your initial thoughts on the defending champs?
Well, first of all, they got a great band. And we have a great band. And we're going to compete as a band. But I'm just joking right now.
I need to see the great band. I need to see Grambling State's band outdo Ohio State, because that is the only way that Grambling is beating Ohio State. It's going to be off the field. It's going to be that band. And if you know anything about HBCU bands, they go hard and they rock the house. But if you also know anything about Ohio State, they got a top tier band themselves. So I thought it was funny that he kind of made a little joke on it, because I mean, what else are you gonna say? Yeah, we're gonna get destroyed. Yeah, our university's getting paid a couple million. Yeah, right. You know what I mean? So I love that he kind of poked fun at it. And if you keep going in that interview, he says, we know the situation. They have more scholarships, they got more money, they got more, they're getting more talent, all this stuff. But play a clean game. Let's just play the game we know we could play. Take it one play at a time. At the end of the day, it's just football. So I love that. But at the end of the day, like, show me that band. Let me see halftime. Let me see what Grambling is able to do. That is my show me something. Alex, you got any more?
Yeah, I got one more. The team that's been, according to some, overhyped on the off-season versions of Let's Talk College Football and College Football Update here, Florida Gators. You're champion, my playoff team. They host South Florida, who's a damn good football team.
Yes.
If you're what we're saying we think you're going to be, you win these kind of games. And not only do you win them handily. So DJ Legway, Billy Napier, all the other, like Wilson, the receivers, the defense, take care of business here. Show what we just said, that there are levels to this game, and put away the Bulls early.
Oh yeah, I love that. And I'll do one more for Alec. Dante Moore. You need to show me. I need a 500-yard day today. I need you to go across the field, Dante Moore, and punch what's his name, Gundy, in the face. I need all of it. You got any more, Alec?
Your money.
Oh man, you got any more, Alec?
You know what? if we're playing that game, I'm gonna need Bill Belichick to show me something. I'm gonna need North Carolina to march down that field, put up 600 yards, and 45 total points.
If we don't put up more than 30, I got a serious problem this week. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough.
EK's been watching the show, and he commented and said Drones is an Uber Eats driver, not even DoorDash level.
Good old Drones. GT, baby. So, let us know in the comments. I can't see it on Facebook because I had to switch to my phone. So let us know in the comments what your guys' show me something is. This is a little topic we're going to kind of bring back throughout this year, just to kind of, let people know what we're looking at. Clearly, some of us are looking at our teams. He's looking at his team, and he's hating on his team. So,
crazy enough, I don't hate the whole team as a quarterback. I love Kenny Sadiq. I love Noah Whittington. I want to see more. Actually, you know what? I want Mackie Hughes to show me something.
Ooh.
I want him to show me something. There's no way you transfer from Tulane and you put that kind of performance last week. Granted, I know it's not like it's by committee because we have 3 running backs. I don't know what Dan Lanning has some weird plan for it. Like, he always has a game plan for all that. But I want to see him more involved in the
Best
offense.
coaches in football for one of the best teams in football.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Top
Anyways,
coach for a top 5 team.
I want to see Mackie Hughes show me something. I want to see the transfer portal running back assert dominance and outrush Noah Whittington.
You know what, Alex?
Don't show us a damn thing today for Oklahoma. You stay on that bench.
That's true. Yeah. And then don't show us anything for them ex-North Carolina players. All right. You know what? Don't beat us. You don't need to beat us. Oh my goodness. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got to head out of here. This has been Let's Talk College Football for my guys, Alex Loosemore, and Oregon's biggest fan, Alex Schomburg, his most positive fan. You know what? My last show me something, Alec. I need you to show me something. Show me what it's like to be an Oregon fan. All right, show me what it's like because I need to know. I need to live the experience because I might be shocked.
You
know what it's like? I'll give you an example. You'll go all the way every year, and then you'll get fucking soul sucked every year. And then if you play Ohio State, just expect you to lose because they own us.
Did you guys beat them?
When it matters, they own us.
Split last year.
No, okay, all right.
2014, they owned us. 2024, they owned us.
So it's just the 4s. This is 2025, new year.
Play them any other year, and you're fine.
Yeah.
And then this year, you never know. It'll probably be Michigan and Oregon, the Big Ten championship, and then Michigan's gonna find a way to end that 1-2 for us. I mean,
bro, if you win back-to-back Big Ten championships in your first 2 years, you just,
what the hell
you're
got
done.
to complain about?
You can't talk. Yeah.
all I gotta know is what if it's anything to do with our name in a national championship. I'm just gonna sit there and be like, "Yep, how will we fuck this one up now?"
I mean, the committee screwed that one up for you by having to play Ohio State as your first game.
We got hoed against.
Should not have been the 8th seed.
We got hoed by Auburn. We got goal fucked by Ohio State in 2014.
I remember the Auburn.
And then we got belt ass against Ohio State in 2024.
Yeah, that was good.
This right here is our championship number. Always gonna be our championship number.
God.
The only thing we're good for is track and field, though. We're good at that, though.
Yeah.
Even though the best track field star went to Vanderbilt.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I can't let this man bash his team anymore. We got to get out of here. We got to head out. Yo, thank you so much for joining us. Go watch some college football today, and we will see you guys next time. Peace.